What's up, my guys? Welcome to another show, NBA Talk with Jay Money and the Shark, man. It's Tuesday. We are here coming off a pair of losses, but hey, we still here, my guys. Win or lose, we still come back. I didn't do a show last night. It was probably a little tad too pissed, but it happens, my guys. Grizzlies, they were right there. They didn't get it done, though, but it happens. It's Tuesday, first day of June. Let's get to it. What's up, Shark? Everything good with you, my guy? The man, the myth, the legend.
Absolutely. And taking a deep breath as we enter a new month. And, usually June in normal circumstances would be NBA Finals coming right to your doorstep. And it is not. We are here in the middle of the first round of the playoffs. And I think this is a nice little adjustment, actually, when we look at it, to be able to have NBA basketball going through the summer. I think, obviously I cap baseball and I do it very effectively. But baseball is not necessarily the most entertaining sport for the average fan. So it is NBA basketball. It is a not so casual Tuesday, maybe Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. J Money is money. What's going on today, brother?
Chilling, man, chilling. Hey, just living life, my guys. Trying to, retain happiness. Like I say, I'm not too happy, but just it's 3 games today. Try to find some value. I have some angles out there. I hadn't made a single play yet. Just come on here with my guy, talk these games out. What we got? First game up, Nets versus Celtics. These boys on the brink of elimination. You are paying a premium with the Nets. Obviously, this one could get out of hand. It's up to 12.5 now. Likely no Kemba Walker here, no Robert Williams third once again. So, what do you think? Do you think that the Nets are being, or is this a little bit too many points, or would you think it's going to be? They're going to go ahead and get it over with, and win by double digits?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an official on this one. I would lean Brooklyn. We've been saying this, through the course of this series. Brooklyn does own this team against the spread going back to the regular season. Boston did cover one game. It was a desperation game 3 at home. Jason Tatum, 50 points. That is not the environment we're functioning in here. This is another home game in Barclays Center for Brooklyn. And I think the line's telling you a good story. The line has told you a good story in this series. Brooklyn did cover both home games on big lines. I think the line's coming up for a reason. Obviously, I think a couple guys are out for Boston. And I just think in general, Boston had their show, their game in game 3, and this would probably be a lean to a blowout if I had to. That being said, no official, because again, I say this every day. The Celtics are confounding, confusing, unpredictable, and really unregulated. And when you look at what could happen here, we say this every single series, every single year. When a team is on the brink and they have one game to play for their professional lives, you could get a bit of an out-of-body motivation. And again, it's mostly Jason Tatum. It is not the other guys. If Jaylen Brown was in there, it would be him. But I think this could end up being closer than we think due to the fact that this is potentially the last game of the season, and these guys are pros. Jay?
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. I know the Nets here on the brink of elimination. I do think that they'll likely know that they're winning this game. I don't think the Celtics will just give up, though, in my opinion. Like I say, I hate to just say a lean, but I do lean the Celtics here. Like I say, you are paying a premium here. I know that Brad Stevens, this is a nice little spot for him in theory, coming off a double-digit loss or whatever, now getting a double-digit dog again in the playoffs. This is necessarily a good spot for them. Like I say, but you with the dynamic that you get in that closeout type game, though, sometimes the defense kind of gets lackadaisical. Like I say, if they do get down 15 in the fourth quarter, I could kind of see them mailing it in. That's the only thing. I mean, they're 1-6 against the spread last 7 meetings, my guys. So it's crazy to say. If I had to play it, I don't think that. I mean, maybe look at Nets early, try to put them away, but it's such a tough game. We know the total's been moving up as well. Some overs in this series. Y'all know I'm not a total guy, but yeah, heavy lean to Celtics, and not even heavy lean, just a lean to Celtics. I guess if I had to play the game, it would still be Celtics plus the points with some desperation, even though they'll likely lose here, Shark. I like the hat, I must say, my guy.
Yeah, and as a small precursor to this card, this is not a great card today. Tomorrow, however, this particular hat and this particular flag behind me, I think, will be an excellent spot. So for those of you who like to look a day in advance, New York Knickerbockers tomorrow, 34th and 8th. As I said, an earthquake potentially percolating. We will be there, and we will be definitely riding the wave with the Knicks tomorrow. But that being said, 2 later games tonight. Portland traveling to Denver. This game for me is very difficult. Jay and I had briefly discussed this. I talked about this game with a couple other people, and the issue you're finding in these 2 games late, 2-2 game 5s take on what I always say, another game one effectively. Now this is game one of a best of three. So you get neutral motivation. Now, if you really take the previous 4 games away and you zoom in here, both teams need this game. They don't want to go down 0-1, needing to win 2 in a row to win the series. And I think when you look at the Portland series specifically, Portland series is very difficult to predict. Both home teams have tanked the first game going back in the previous 2 environments. So that would tell you theoretically that Portland could come in here and steal this one. And I go back to 2 years ago, again, when they did play a 7-game series and Portland won game 7 in Denver. Portland has shown the ability to win in Denver. And particularly without Jamal Murray and a couple of the other guys, I think that there's a certain ability of Portland to come in here. That being said, I don't like fading the Nuggets off of a blowout loss in the previous game. And it's just really funky for me. You have anything on this one?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I want to take the Nuggets here early. If I was to have a play today, it would have been Nuggets first quarter. The coach did come out and call them soft. My problem here is that the Blazers had such a good game. Damian Lillard actually didn't have a good game at all, and they still smacked them up. They are starting to figure the Nuggets out. Obviously, the Nuggets have a lot better defense. The Blazers have a lot better offense here. This is a tough game, guys. I'll tell you this. I absolutely hate forcing plays. This is a pretty tough card. If I had to have a top play on today, guys, really, it would be Nuggets in the first quarter to try to come out with something. They did get their ass kicked the last game. Their coach did call them out. Every time Malone's called them out this season, they did come back with something. Obviously, Jamal Murray didn't even travel with them on the team. I think he stayed home. Then now he's going to be back in there, you know what I'm saying, obviously trying to coach the guys up. I do think the Nuggets, if there is a spot for them in this game, it would be early on. I'll be honest, though, second half, I could see the Blazers trying to come and steal this one. They are the better team. I do see the Blazers winning this series as well, my guys. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I might even try and hop on Blazers series price. We know Terry Stotts really coaching for his job over there. The Nuggets, I mean, they're good. They know that they're missing Murray, not even necessarily expected to go far in the playoffs. They're missing Barton as well. Really would like to get Barton back here. I must say, though, the only way I could look at this one is Nuggets first quarter, first half. Those would be my heaviest leans today. If I had a top play right now, like I'm talking about, I was this close to bet Nuggets first quarter. I do think they'll get it done. I do have a problem with it that the Blazers played such a tough game. Terrible game last game, and they still won by 20. Trifecta spot for them. They could roll that momentum over into this one. I could see it. So this is a very tough game, guys, I must say. But that minus a half, minus 115 first quarter would be my look of the day, my guys.
Yeah, and again, the predictability of the lines in these series, I think, is fairly noteworthy. The line functionality in this series has not really been sharp. When the line has moved towards an environment, it hasn't necessarily gone that direction. It's kind of all over the place. Again, when teams are losing home game 1, it's immediately telling you that there's not a lot of transparency to home court advantage in this series. And there's also not a lot of line transparency. And I think that's a good segue point to the other series. There is a lot of line transparency in the Phoenix-LA series. When we go to game 1, Phoenix was laying 3 points, and they covered the trifecta. First quarter, first half in game, 99-90. J-Money special, thank you for that. Game 2, the Lakers were favored in the same arena, and it was very telling from a line standpoint. You're -3 at Phoenix, and Lakers lose by 9. All of a sudden, here we come. Same arena, nothing changes. Lakers are favored by 1.5. Lakers played a great game. And then we saw the home game coming back in Staples, and the line jumped up even more to 7.5. I think sharp action was on the Lakers there because understand this line movement, and a lot of sexy public value space was on the Suns, and they got handled. And then it came back. Line came down a point. Phoenix wins in Staples. And I take one more narrative point to this. This is highly dependent on my man, Chris Paul. Chris Paul got hurt in game 1. He did play in games 2 and 3, but he was useless, paltry, whatever you want to say. 22 minutes, 6 points, 23 minutes, 7 points. He didn't attempt 1 3-pointer in games 2 and 3 combined, which speaks to his shoulder injury, not being able to obviously project a shot from distance. However, in game 4, Chris Paul, 18 points, higher field goal percentage, chirping the courtside fans. I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back. I love this dude. I love his basketball acumen, his ability to ball, his leadership. And when he's at full strength, he's one of the most underrated players of the last 20 years. And I think tonight what you're looking at, he's getting back to full strength. The line is there. It's coming up 12 points towards Phoenix at home. I'm trusting the line functionality. I'm not going big on this. My play today, half unit, Phoenix -5.
Got you. Yeah, I'll be honest with this one. They may be making too much of an adjustment here. This is not what I'm on. Like I say, I do obviously if AD is out, he is questionable. Whatever, it's unlikely to play. I think the key here. Call me crazy. I think the key is KCP. I think if KCP comes back, that'll add another element for the Lakers. I do think with LeBron and the rest of the guys catching the points, this is a little bit more of an over adjustment for AD being out. He's not even out for sure yet. So, I mean, like I say, this does look like a Suns type of game, but I feel like if the Lakers are going to win this series, this is a big game for them. They have to go in here and steal this game. You can't let the Suns go up 3-2 when they already have the home court advantage as well. So call me crazy here, but if I had to be on something here, it would be the Lakers plus the points. Obviously, you feel a lot better if AD's in there. I mean, if AD's out, this one could like to go up to 7. I think this is a huge flip in my opinion. Sometimes you get that dynamic where there's too much, there's an over adjustment, and I think that's what the case that we have here. I do think that the Lakers, as shown in the last game, even without AD in the whole second half, they were getting blown out by 16 to 18 points. They cut it all the way down to 8. They shown that defense can keep you in games. If LeBron, and I told you this, the Lakers got a little bit too happy with themselves. LeBron out there smiling, and I knew that the Suns were going to likely take that one because they had got too up on themselves. Now they know they lost. Likely won't have AD. I think LeBron turns up here, to be honest with you, my guys. Like I say, it's nothing official for me, but I would be on the Lakers here. Like I say, you want to see what's up with AD. If he is officially out, I can see this line going to 7. You want to see what's up with KCP as well. He did say he's questionable. If KCP came back, I'd be leaning towards the Lakers here. Very tough game. But I must say, I'm not leaning the points with the Suns. I do know that for sure. My guys, JB Brown in the chat is not Junior Brown. It's a different guy, man. It says CP3 still ain't 100%. Yeah, he looked a lot better last game. You have Shooter over 16. This may have to be a day to look at some props for sure.
And noticeably, I mean, what I just said, repeating it, but games 2 and 3, 6 points, 7 points, and did not shoot 1-3. And last game, 18 points. And Chris Paul, he's very transparent with what he says. He's chirping the crowd. I mean, he's back. It's like Jay and I are very similar type of people where, like, when we're feeling it, we're going to let you know. And when we're not feeling it, we're also going to let you know. Chris Paul is like that. He's very literal with his energy and what he says. He was back 100%. And he's coming back here. Chris Paul, again, one of the most underrated players and also leaders of this generation. They will not be flat tonight at home. I'm telling you, they will not be flat tonight at home. And I do think that in terms of this being now a 3-game series, they're not looking at games 1 through 4 at all. This is game 1 at home. They need to win this one, and they need to win it comfortably. And I do think the Lakers can fall back on the fact they get a game 6 at home. And again, we've seen LeBron. LeBron is a smart guy, and LeBron understands the energy of his team. And if AD is not full strength, LeBron is capable of saying, okay, we're going to chill here. We'll lose tonight. Then we'll have 2 games. We have 1 off, and he's very present-minded too. So he's not going to sit here and think about something else. He's like, all right, we're going to chill tonight. Game 6, that's our game. Then we're 1-1. AD's healthier in 3 or 4 days. Then we go in there game 7 and steal that one. Just my thoughts, but I do think this is a solid take for the Suns tonight at this number, particularly with the line functionality at home, showing consistency here versus what the books are throwing out.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm one to think that LeBron, I don't think you want a game 7 in Phoenix, in all honesty. I don't think you want that game. I think you want to try and win this one. Everything that you have, like I said, in fact, they're getting points. I might look at a LeBron prop here today because he's going out. No, if there's no AD, LeBron is going for 30 almost. I'm not going to say guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. He could even go out with an injury. But I really like for LeBron to put the team on his back. Guys like Shooter will have to step up as well. If Harold gets some playing time, the way that he didn't play at all last game, I can see him having a big game here, maybe double-double. I know they haven't played too well, but call me crazy. Another thing, man, I think these favors been hitting at a very high rate. They've been hitting at a very high rate, guys. I don't think that this shit is that easy. This is one where you're paying a tax, in my opinion. You are paying the tax. But I think I'm gonna go with a prop here today. I think obviously I'm gonna wait to see what's up with AD. If there's no AD, I'm definitely have to hop on LeBron props. He will be likely trying to do it by himself. I'll tell you this: when LeBron's locked in, they don't really have anyone to stop him. I mean, I know they got guys to throw at him, but LeBron has shown that he can, no matter who the matchup they put on him, he can score points. He'll likely have to go out. I like that LeBron prop a lot, guys. Obviously, you really want to wait till AD is out because there's a slim chance he could play, but he's not 100%. They probably should hold him out. I think LeBron steps up tonight, whether they lose or not. These are the type of games where you can go with a prop and you don't even really care who wins the game or not. You just go with you need LeBron to show up. I think we see it. I don't see him laying down for sure. And another angle, look at Harrell as well. If he gets some playing time today, which he should, I could maybe look towards his props as well. But yeah, that's what I like here. I like LeBron over 27.5, my guy. That's what I'm liking. Shark, close him out. What you like? What's your officials?
Well, one other point, we've said about zigzag series and not. There's a couple of these series have not taken on the parity per se that people expected. I think a lot of people expected the Knicks series to be like 1-1, 1-1-1. It has not. Even this Lakers series, it has not. Phoenix game 1, Lakers win 2 in a row. Now I think you could see Phoenix win 2 in a row, and I think you could see the Lakers win 2 in a row to close it. The Denver series as well. It's not 1-1-1-1. It's 1-2-1. So they cluster a little bit. They back up success with success, and then the third one's tough. I don't know. I think that Phoenix is a solid take here. And again, we're putting out a preemptive comment. This is a very difficult board today. So half unit, Phoenix -5. Manage your roll, 50 units, please, in a separate account. We don't want to have any max bombs. We say this every day, and I still see the chat. But have my bankroll on it yesterday. Guys, we're not lying to you. We want to help you, and we want you to succeed.
Right.
We're not telling this to help ourselves. Be responsible, expect professional results when you treat it responsibly, and you don't need to make $1 million this week. You will have $1 million in 10 years if you do it correctly day by day. You will not have any money in 10 years if you try to rush to $1 million too fast. -5, Phoenix, half unit, J Money, close them out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So leans for me, I am going with the LeBron pop over 27.5 points. I do like that. Might look at a points, rebounds, assists as well. I'll likely go back on here later today when we have more info. Like I say, this game is 10 o'clock Eastern, so it's like it happened, to be honest with you. But I don't think we'll see point shaving LeBron tonight. I think he's going all out for this one. So the Celtics versus Nets, I know it's a closeout game for the Nets. Me personally, maybe look towards a live one. Maybe could catch the Celtics maybe at a +16 or something live. They go down early here, but I'd be looking for them not to go down. And the Celtics are the type of team where they'll just give up. I do think they'll have a fight. We know that the Nets defense isn't the best here, so the Celtics plus double digits. I might be looking for an end game, maybe +15, +16 with the Celtics here. See if they can keep this one within 20. Like I say, we know the Nets offense a lot better. Obviously, Kyrie, you know what I'm saying, KD are a little pissed off. They don't want to go back to Boston for sure. So definitely see them win this game. It's about how much. Blazers versus Nuggets. Obviously, Blazers are the better team. The Nuggets can show if they want to bring some defense here. I do think they might come out early here. Heavy lean to Nuggets in the first quarter. Secondary lean first half as well. I must say full game though. I could possibly see the Blazers getting that one done. But early on, I think the Nuggets will be the aggressor, especially after their coach calling them soft. And last game up, like I say, lean Lakers for me. I do think it's a bit of an over adjustment, but obviously if AD's not out there, he is one of their best players. And you know what I'm saying? You can understand why the Suns are the favorite in this game. We'll see what happens with LeBron, if we get point shaving LeBron or we get the LeBron that wants to put this one in the bag. I see LeBron going for 30. I'm gonna go with LeBron over 27.5 points, my guys. Like my guy says, man, we're just trying to help guys out. Please don't go and put all your money on this. Like I say, I'll tell you if I'm not super strong or something. I don't think the card is a super strong. Tomorrow, I have a play that I really like, guys, just to tease it. You know what I'm saying? Please come back tomorrow. My guy knows a guy in the chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's my guy, Shark in Sports. I'm your host, Jay Money is Money. I'll likely go live once again later, just for you guys, man. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's my guy at Shark Sports. Go follow him on Twitter. I'm at J Money is Money. We appreciate you, boys. Let's bounce back today. We gone.